Hello everyone, welcome back to the infamous Wall of Shame, where journalists' reputations go to die, where journalists are forced to print retractions in articles, news reports, and even late-night shows questioning our journalism ethics. Today's retracto goes to Jen Psaki and Stephen Colbert.
James O'Keefe, who is, you may remember from publishing Ashley Biden's diary. He's also in the press.
So those are the clowns that got in there now.
Wrong. We never published the diary. You lose, you get nothing. Good day, sir. Cue the retracto theme song.
Retracto, the correction alpaca.
So in this late night show, which I didn't even know Stephen Colbert was still on the show until my staff told me that, Jen Psaki says this.
The Pentagon put out a directive this year saying you got to sign an oath, essentially, of loyalty to Pete Hegseth, and you can't report anything that we don't approve of the Pentagon, or else we're pulling your passage and you can't come back into the Pentagon. So now they just got...
Exactly.
It's like Matt Gaetz and Laura Loomer in there now, right?
Not just like, they are literally in there. And James O'Keefe, who is, you may remember from publishing Ashley Biden's diary. He's also in the press.
So those are the clowns that got in there now.
That's a lie. In fact, we never published the diary. And this is a copy of the email I sent to my team, dated October 12th, 2020. Quote, in this case, even more harm will be done to the person in question, that's Ashley Biden, and Project Veritas if we were to release this piece. We have no doubt the document is real, but it's impossible to corroborate the allegations that she wrote in the diary, and the subsequent reactions would be characterized as a cheap shot. It is a matter of fact that we did not publish this document. We are formally requesting a retraction from Jen Psaki, like suck it to me, baby, sock the retracto onto you, baby, and Stephen Colbert of The Late Show. We would like you to formally apologize to lying to your viewers, accusing me of precisely what you yourself are guilty of. And by the way, we did not plead any loyalty test to the Secretary of War. We're doing the same thing that you do. We showed up, and I asked a difficult question. Nicholas Terza, branch chief here at the Pentagon, was caught on a video in the spring stating, quote, Trump is illegitimate. We're going to resist him, quote, everything he does. We know there are other people like this that work here. My question is, what steps is the Department of War taking to identify and address personnel who are in the self-described resistance movement? You should be ashamed of yourself. But that's not the only time that Jen Jen Suck It To Me, lied. Let's go to the tape of, is this MSNBC?
MSNOW.
I don't even know what MSNOW is, but let's go to it. Let's watch it. Go ahead. Play the tape.
Well, the so-called new Pentagon press corps, inside the Pentagon itself, got diddly squat. There's also far-right political activist James O'Keefe.
What exactly is far-right about anything that I've ever said or done? I don't go on The Late Show, Jen Psaki, and lie to all those people. I didn't lie to people like you just did.
And you might remember him as the leader of the group that published the stolen diary of President Biden's daughter, Ashley Biden, just days before the 2020 election.
That's false. That's absolutely unequivocally false. We just went over this. A group called National File published the story. It just isn't true. And that's why we're asking Jen Psaki to publish a retraction. By the way, why is Jen Psaki so obsessed with me? Does she want to date me? More on that soon. Be careful of who you talk to, Jen. They might be wearing a hidden camera. So not only are we getting a retraction from the late night show, we're getting tracking. I've never even heard, have you ever heard of this? I didn't know what that was. MSNOW? I don't know what that means. So as a result of your lies and deception, we are going to mail you a retracto. For those of you who want one, you don't get them unless you lie about me. See, what you begin to realize is these journalists are guilty of precisely what they accuse me of. It's called projection. All of this could have been avoided, Jen Psaki, Stephen Colbert. All of this could have been avoided if you just stuck to the facts, but instead you get this.